Yo, you're in the studio on Switch, and today I thought it would be cool to show you how I've been using my Behringer Neutron with a little help from my Behringer Crave. We start by patching a square wave LFO to the envelope to get things going, and then we venture down a bit of a patching rabbit hole until we end up with some cool but pretty random sounds. I really enjoy using the Neutron in this way, as the results vary each time and I always end up surprised and somewhere new. I use the patch bay on the Crave to add further attenuation for some FM amount, and we make use of having the spare multi-input for some interesting connections. I hope you find this insightful and helpful and enjoy the video. Please go check out my member sections both on YouTube and over on my Patreon to help support the channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe and leave me a comment down below with any feedback. Much love, and let's get on with the video. Okay, so as you can see, I have got a slightly different setup on the go today. I am extremely close to the camera, and I've also got my Neutron setup and my Crave. The Crave, the only reason I'm using it today is because of the patch bay. It's got multiples on it, and it's also got the VC mix, which is like an attenuator, which is super handy to the extra one of them. We've also got the LFO that we can use however we want to use it. So yeah, I've also got the sequencer if I do feel like using the sequencer, and the keyboard works, which is super cool. So what do we have here? We have just a blank patch. I'll reset it completely to normal, to how I would usually start. So everything's off, as you can see. The drive's all at sort of 12 o'clock. The amplifier envelope's at 12 o'clock. The secondary envelope's at 12 o'clock. Everything else is off. Filter cutoff is up at full. The resonance is down. I'm not sure what tuning is right now, but at the minute we've only got the second oscillator, the first oscillator active, sorry. So yeah, so I figured I would just sit here and patch it as I do normally, and we'll go from there. I've had quite a lot of fun recently using the LFO, the square LFO, to make sure my head's not going in the camera there, but using the square LFO to trigger the envelope. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with that, and then we can go from there. So I'm going to go LFO uni to the envelope gate, and as you can hear, we've automatically got sound, and as you can see when the light blinks, we get sound. So if I make this a bit more plucky, I've also got Valhalla Supermassive open in the background there. I might just turn the dry wet down on that a touch. There we go. So we just get like a little something in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the shape up to like a square sort of, go square with the top sort of pulse width sort of style square. Let's have a. What I also want to do is bring the second attenuator up, which is hardwired. Let's come back down to the square. But the second attenuator is hardwired through to the pulse width on the oscillators there. That's quite cool. So once again, let's have a look at this envelope. But you can see what's going on with the square wave triggering the envelope. Which is quite nice. Okay, so what we can do now is we can start to look at the different functionality of the sequencer here, not sequencer, of the different modes, not modes, sorry, the different options within the Neutron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of SNH, sample and hold. I'm going to go into, what do I want to do here? I think I want to go into a multiple. So I've now got sample and hold coming out of both the multiple out 1 and 2. The first multiple I'm going to take and I'm going to put into attenuator to 1. And I'm going to take attenuator 1 out, and I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to the frequency mod in, and that way now we now have 2 controls over the sample and hold for the cutoff. So if I bring the cutoff down, and I now start to introduce like the mod depth and attenuator 1, we should now start to have sample and hold. Speed up the sample and hold. In here we've got different sample and hold happening. So what I'm going to do with the sample and hold, excuse me banging the mic there, is I'm going to turn the glide all the way up. So this now creates a very smooth sample and hold. So what we're going to do is we're going to now trigger the sample and hold from the LFO. So every time the LFO sends out a pulse, we should get a different sample and hold amount. So the rate now is irrelevant. Let's bring the go. That's pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down an octave, so I could actually do that via this. Go down 2. Give it some resonance there. And let's have a look at this delay as well, because I found this, you can get some nice results with this. So let's bring the amount up. And tune this delay to the timing. Nice. And we can now start to look at things like the secondary envelope. And we could have the secondary envelope maybe affecting the pitch. So what I want to do here that's super cool. What we're going to do is let's do some FM. So let's plug oscillator 2 here into the attenuator here, because I'm using my 2 attenuators here. So I'm going to go into the VC mix here. So we've got in VC mix, and then I'm going to take the VC mix out, and I'm going to go into, I'm going to turn this all the way down. I'm going to turn this, I'm going to put this into oscillator 1, and we've now got FM. And we can now start to play with the pitches. What we'll do is just adjust the so we've got the full range on the oscillator. Let's try changing this and see where we are. Okay, what I'd also maybe like is to have the oscillator shape changing. So let's take our second mult out. So this is our sample and hold, and let's try it into shape 2. And as you can see now, we've now got movement on the second oscillator there. A little bit bleepy for my liking. Try a little bit of noise on there. So what I could possibly do is grab the sample and hold, the LFO gate, and let's go into the multiple on the change the cable. Go into the multiple on the Crave, because we're already using the multiple on the Neutron. Let's grab another cable, we'll come out of the multiple and we'll go into the E-gate 1. So we're exactly where we were before now. And then we'll grab multiple 2 out. Some nice stuff happening there. And we'll go to the E-gate in 2. So we're now triggering the second envelope. So if I now give this some depth. Let's try taking the first oscillator up an octave. Let's adjust this some more. We'll try syncing the oscillators. There's some more delay. Quite a lot of timing of the delay, I think that's quite nice. Nice, and we could try changing the oscillator speed. We could go into like audible rates that are crazy fast, and that's not going to help us with the envelope. Something quite cool about that. Volume level a little bit here. Maybe bring the overdrive tone sort of down a touch. So I'm just playing with the oscillator types here. Let's try going lower. That's a nice noise. So that's our oscillator basically pushing, not the LFO pushing stuff into like an audio rate. So let's remember where we are there. So we're at about 3 o'clock. That's cool. Okay, so what we could do is we could grab another cable and we could maybe try coming from the envelope 2 to the pitch of the second oscillator. So now every time the envelope 2 is triggered, if we come down, every time envelope 2 is triggered, now it's going to affect the pitch of the first oscillator, of the second oscillator, which is then going to affect our FM amount, in theory. Wow. Dolphins. Right, I'm going to pause you there for 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm just going to give it a listen to in the headphones for a sec, see where we're at. I quite like that. I'll turn some of the resonance down a little touch. I'll turn some of the glide down on the sample and hold. So I'm just taking the LFO rate up once again. Sorry, that's the filter frequency. So we'll play with this second filter envelope. Checking the oscillator sync off. It's going to look quite nice around that sort of area. I'm just adjusting the VC mix, which is our attenuator for our FM. So let's leave that down for a second, and let's now adjust just the pitch and the shape. And maybe the quite cool. Well, our pitch here is really low. Amazing the different textures you can get out of stuff, man, just by playing. Let's try turning maybe the envelope off so it's not now affecting the filter. But the only thing that should be affecting the filter is this mod depth. Once again, let's go glide up full on the sample and hold. Try giving this just a little bit of attack here. And so maybe some more drive here as well. Watch the volume a little bit. What happens when we bring it low? Gotta check my levels. Right, here we go. Adjusting some of the attenuation here. Maybe even nice. So let's try slowing this down a touch here. So cool stuff. So this is still affecting our pulse width. There we go. There's going to be some weird things in there. Just adjusting the drive some more. Again, just that attenuator. Maybe speed this up. A little bit smoother on the attack phase. Yeah, that's quite nice. Bringing the attenuator down again. Oi. Have a look at this. Give it some more delay. The delay makes so much difference on this unit. Although that is nice. Bring the tone down on the drive. Pretty cool. Let's maybe try give it some envelope for the filter. Nice, we're getting that wow. Bring the mod depth down for the. Maybe let's try key tracking with the filter. Maybe let's try a band pass. Something quite nice about that. Let's try the delay again. Just adjusting that mix level. That's cool. Maybe bring the filter frequency up a touch. Nice. Try turning the attenuator 1 up some more. So we're now just sort of playing really and just trying to find sweet spots. And then usually what I would now be inclined to do is start recording some stuff, because we've got to a point where there's some cool noises happening. You know, some of it's not usable, but we're not looking for everything to be perfect. That's kind of cool. Just try changing the drive tone. Nice. That opens it up quite nicely. Try adjusting this envelope too. Okay, so that's affecting our pitch as well. Let's try adjusting the VC mix again. That's quite cool. Oi! That delay is special. Oi, that's cool. Really cool. Almost got like an Aphex Twin feel to it as well, you know. Nice. Let's try changing the pulse width amount for this oscillator 1. Okay, so we go really thin to the left. Change this some more. That's what I'm talking about. Let's have a play with this tone amount on the drive. On the drive. Okay, so that was, for me, was better longer. Give it some more resonance. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Just in that VC. Oi! Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so let's try the low pass again. Oh, the high pass. Let's check out the high pass. Really nice. Let's go low pass. You know it's just going to be fat. Really nice. Just check out the peak anyway. Really cool. Kind of generative as well, you know, it's just doing its thing, you know. Okay, let's try playing with the attack, the rate of the LFO again, quickly. Let's go into audio rates. A lot of rumble. I'm just adjusting the VC mix amount here. Some really nice bits out of it. Bring that rate back down. It's just finding sweet spots in between everything, you know. There you go, actually, it's a good place to end that. So that is how I've been playing with the Neutron recently and incorporating the Crave into the workflow with regards to using just the extra attenuator. Sometimes I use, like I say, the LFOs. You know, you've got the LFO triangle and square out, which is super handy. And you can just trigger stuff with them. You can do whatever, you know, it's really cool. The FM side of things I love with the Neutron. I think it's got massive cool potential. So anyway, I hope that has been insightful and helpful. I hope that you've enjoyed the whole way of seeing me work with the more modular sort of style thing. And hopefully there was some good sounds in there. I mean, you know, there was definitely some sort of some quite dirty sort of low sort of style sounds, almost a bit Blade Runner-ish, I suppose. Yeah, anyway, big up, much love, and I will catch you in the next one. Definitely. Peace out.